It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Davis now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Pacheco. Yeah! And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Like 54, like 54. 22 Linda. Hey, Mayday. Hey, 24 Linda, flat green 18, green.
Now, Levis. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. It's a big one for Tennessee. It's a gain of 34. Here's 1st and 10.
Like 24.
A handoff to Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric.
And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Titans. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
On the 3, right?
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Stroud to throw here on first down. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And the Texans have a 1st and goal forthcoming. He takes this down to the 5-yard line. From the gun, here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Here we go.
Stroud gives it to Pierce. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive? Or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Mike 49.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Big Christian Wilkins, the one who brought him down. 2nd down and 8.
Mike 0. Mike 0.
Levis. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man,
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Titans sending out their punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Stroud. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
He's got his man, complete to Dell. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down for Houston.
Here we go.
Stroud. A short one there, caught by Kittle. Big strides, look at him go. And he's into the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, Texans. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Texans are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give here to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
49, Mike, 40, 54, read it, tonight.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Now Levis. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
49.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Stroud going to set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On the quick, right?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Levis to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Tennessee. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back set to go once more. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. And he'll get about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 15. First down for Houston. Stroud to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. They'll work forward only to about the 18. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Levis. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs.
The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Brian Callahan will send out the field goal unit here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A run. It's Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's a timeout, Tennessee. That'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short, and they've turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
On play action. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Titans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Cedric Gray there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Mike 24.
Here's Levis. Throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 50. Out on. Zero's down, right down, 49.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Mike 0.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Mike 0. Mike.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Pacheco. He's going to pick up a Titans 1st down and more. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
49, Mike 49.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Titans add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. We've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down.
Hey, Mike 13, Mike 13.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
So we are through. A 2nd down throw here for Levis. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
Mike 13, Mike.
Here's Pacheco. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Mike 90.
One more time with Pacheco. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
Mike 54.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Titans. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Levis will bring the Titans to the line, looking for 2. They'll run with Pacheco. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Stroud. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. To throw, it's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go play action with Stroud. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Here we go.
Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
All right.
Stroud going to set up to throw. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that's all he's thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Mark him at the 29. 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Pacheco. Pacheco, first down and more. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Levis to throw it here on 1st down. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. 2nd and 7.
Hold on, like 90. Hold on, 22, Rita.
To throw is Levis. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 1st and 10.
49's down, 22, like 5-4, like 5-4.
Throwing is Levis. This one complete right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can
Here we go, let's go.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
To throw is Levis. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
A return now from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
first down.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. Hey, 24, Linda. Diamond.
Here's Levis to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Titans. They continue their winning ways the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.